A very, very good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is Anama Chaudhary. You are live on my YouTube channel, Arun Foot. And it's another watch along of the Indian Super League 2025-2026 with a top clash awaiting us tonight between FC Goa and Mohun Bagan Super Giant. It could have a massive impact on the Indian Super League title race. So therefore, let's quickly get into the respective lineups. FC Goa start, interest me, with Bob Jackson instead of Ritik Tiwari. In defense, as usual, Boris Singh, Captain Sandesh Jingan, Paul Moreno, and Akash Sangwan. Ayush Chetri likely to be joined by Udanta or Rainier Fernandez. Let's see who is his partner in defensive midfield. In the attacking positions on one wing, Abdul Rabe, Dejan Drazic in a open role, and Mohamed Nemil starts up front for FC Goa. While at the other end, Mohun Bagan Super Giant start with Vishal Keth in goal, Avi Mite, Tom Aldred, Alberto Rodriguez is back from injury, and captain Shubhashish Bose in defensive midfield. Back in action, Apuya Ralte with Anirudh Thapa. In the offensive positions, Liston Colasso, Abdul Samad, Sal Abdul Samad, and Robson Robinho, and the top number 9 for Mohun Bagan Super Giant, and which is Jamie McLaren. So those are the starting lineups. Sergio Ribera versus Manolo Marquez. Manolo Marquez, of course, suspended for this game for his statement in recent weeks in regard to the state of Indian football. And as the league table stands at this moment in time, East Bengal FC are top of the table, besides Jamshedpur FC, both on 21 points. Mohun Bagan Super Giant have 20 points. FC Goa and Mumbai City are on 19 respectively. So, depending on the outcome of the match, Mohun Bagan could go top, or FC Goa, or East Bengal, Jamshedpur, and Mohun Bagan end up on 21 points. So that's the situation in the points table. Mumbai City also 19 points from 11 matches. Punjab FC have 18 from 10 matches. So maybe Punjab FC late surge, who knows? Then Bangalore FC 17 from 11 matches are seventh. Inter Kashi and Kerala Blasters have 11 points, 10th in the table. 11th and 12th, Sporting Club Delhi, Odisha FC, and Northeast United, as I said, on 10 points. Odisha FC with a big, big win yesterday away to Delhi. And Chennai FC on 9 points are 13th, 6 points ahead of Mohammedan Sporting, who are on 3 points from 10 matches. So it's an interesting scenario in the table, and we'll have to wait and see what happens in that table. But Mountain Sporting look likely to go down, while at the top, it's all to play for all the teams. And yeah, FC Goa, if they want to win it, they've got 2 matches to go, and they will need a win tonight against Mohun Bagan Super Giant, as I think Aditya Pudraskaya is the referee, ready to kick off the game at the Fatorda. And both the teams, as I say, are getting ready for this encounter. And we have kickoff in Goa and Mohun Bagan with the ball, playing from right to left in an white away kit, while FC Goa in the traditional orange jerseys, blue shorts, and orange stockings from left to right, with, as I say, all to play for in this game. And of course, a special game for Sergio Lobera, who, of course, originally came to India coaching FC Goa before then joining Mumbai City, then Odisha FC, and then now at Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Long ball forward by Mohun Bagan, headed out by the Gauze. Will be interesting to see. Manolo has again mixed it up quite a bit. A little bit of trickery from the Gauze. Lose the ball, win the ball, lose the ball. Thapa looking to play it wide, but Jay McLaren can't get to a throw in for the Gauze. And Tiger Rose high. Do you follow AIFF Junior and Sub Junior League, which are ongoing? Tiger Rose, to be honest, I watch it much less than I used to in the past. I'll have to be honest about that. A lot of the things that I follow are actually just results. So yeah, so that's I have to be honest to you on that. So not following it closely as I would have in the past. Shubhashish Bose and across to Aldred to Alberto Rodriguez. Mohun Bagan will be happy to see him back. Good to see Lobera playing Sahal as his natural position number 10, not Cummings or Robson. Yeah, let's see, Ogni, what happens. Is that his natural position? That's the question. Does Sahal have a natural position? Robson Robinho loses the ball to Abdul Rabe. Renier gives it back to Akash Sangwan. Across to Sandesh. Boris. Boris with the ball forward. Uh, into the feet of Shubhashish. Robson Robinho on that left flank. Has to be spot on. And interesting to see what the two teams do. Abhimite, Apuya, Shubhashish, Robson tries to play through. Tapa, Apuya. Apuya loses the ball. And Vishal Kate has to step up in that situation. But at the other end, free kick for the Gauze. Who of course know if they want to be part of the title challenging pack, they'll have to attempt from long range. Apuya Ralte, not a bad one. One goes over the goal of Bob Jackson. Yeah, the young keeper, I think, would have gotten his hands to it if it had come, yeah, inside the frame. Good goalkeeping. Let's see that. Kakasangwan with a foul on Liston Colasso, who's also playing his former club today. Free kick on the right for Mohun Bagan Super Giant to be taken by Robson Robinho. Robson Robinho, Bob Jackson with one hand, headed out by Boris for a throw-in. Shubhashish Bose to try and take it. Jackson with the ball. Yeah, the young keeper might be tested a bit today on this Saturday afternoon in Margao. 6+ minutes on the clock. Goalless at the Fatorda. And it will be interesting to see which of the two teams will be more adventurous. Ball back with Mohun Bagan. Tamadred. Apuya, who likes to drop into that last line. How do you see Robson? Not this season. Do you see his quality as par with other firms? Very good quality type, but where you fit him? For me, yeah, he's a good foreigner, but is he an outstanding foreigner? I don't know. I think Mohun Bagan has had better foreigners per se over that in the last few years or decades. Let's put it this way. Mohun Bagan win the ball back in the middle of the park. 7 minutes on the clock. Thapa. Is it to Shubhashish? Shubhashish Bose. Ah, not a good pass. Robson can't get to it. Throw in. Be taken by Boris. Boris Singh. Long ball forward looking for Nemel. That's a big ask today for Nemel. Vishal Keth goes long. Yeah, play through. Moreno. Alert. Counter-attacking move for the Gauze. It's Udanta. Udanta headed out by Alberto Rodriguez. Yeah, knew what he was doing. Alberto Rodriguez took no danger. You never know. Someone might sneak in on you at the back and then someone might score. Akash Sangwan with the throw-in. Ball with the Rabe blocked. Boris with no power shot. Vishal Keth to Shubhashish. Back to Rodriguez. Thapa. Aldred. Out to Apuya. Mohun Bagan win the ball back. 9 minutes plus on the clock. Aldred. Noguera. Noguera, I'm saying Alberto Rodriguez. And yet in the box of... And Robson loses it. Renier. Too attacking minded. Sahal maybe with the chance. Sahal out to Liston. Robson Robinho. But cleared by the Gauze. Akash Sangwan. But Liston has it back. Liston on the right wing. Abhimite. Sahal. Apuya. Abhimite back to Apuya. Sahal loses it to Renier. Renier Fernandez out to Udanta. Drazic. Renier across to Sandesh. Boris. Boris looking for Dejan Drazic. But Vishal Keth comes out. Good anticipation by the Mohun Bagan goalkeeper. How Kolkata Club used to recruit foreigners before agent era. I heard people used to go to African countries and themselves took them. But era players. Ogni, I don't know really that much about how they used to recruit foreigners, to be honest, in those days. Yes, I've heard those stories that some officials used to travel to Ghana and Nigeria and then pick up players and then come back. But Barreto ended up in India, honestly. It's a good question, but I don't know the answer. Shubhashish. Back to Alberto. Looking on the other side for Liston Colasso, who takes the ball down nicely against Akash Sangwan. Liston Colasso in the box. Liston Colasso 1-2 goes down a little too easily. No penalty for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Liston just goes down very, very easily, I felt. Renier Fernandez, Ayush Chetri, Sandesh plays it through to Drazic. Out to Abdul Rabe. Keeps the ball in. Abdul Rabe. It's got Boris for support. Abdul Rabe beats two. Abdul Rabe three. And the ball ends up with Vishal Keth. Up to the other end once more. No. Paul Moreno was just there and Liston goes into him. Yeah, puts out his arm a little, but penalty not given. Liston back in action. Liston, oh God, gets to Jay McLaren. Blocked, I think, by Boris for a corner for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Important block by Boris Singh. And the corner goes over for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Good half of football so far. Not much goal action, but you see both the teams want to play football. Bob Jackson with a goal kick, 13 minutes on the clock. Headed on by the Gauls, but cleared by Aldred. Ball across to Abdul Rabe. Abdul Rabe has Boris with him. Boris Singh back to Renier. Back with Boris. Boris gets it back. Boris Singh on the edge of the box against Alberto. And it's a throw in for the Gauls. Alberto Rodriguez tested by Boris. Throw in Gauls. Mohun Bagan are able to get it. Apuya. Andrean Drazic. Yeah, stepped on Apuya's foot. Foul given for the Indian international. Yeah, it wasn't intentional, but sometimes it happens that you step on the foot of your opponent. And that happened with Dejan Drazic in that situation. And Apuya seems to be in serious pain, still down. One of the medical team are there to look at it. Alberto Rodriguez having a word with the referee. Seems like he's trying to convince us, hey, listen, maybe you should have given him a yellow for that. Yeah, okay, yeah. And it's not even, he didn't step on him. He actually sideways with the boot on the side grazed sort of his leg. Yeah. Again, not intentional, but that's hurting Apuya Aralte quite a bit. Looking at the votes, 24 of you have voted so far. 33% are saying FC Goa win. 21% saying a draw, and 46% think that Mohun Bagan Super Giant will win this encounter. Now with the sun coming out at the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. Vishal Keth to take the free kick. Nearly 16 minutes on the clock. Goalless between FC Goa and Mohun Bagan Super Giant. What would this mean for the ISL table? At the moment, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, and Jamshedpur FC all would be on 21 points. Only thing is, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan have 3 matches to play. Jamshedpur only 2. And Jamshedpur play later tonight against Bangalore FC. So all to play for in this competition. Shubhashish with a throw in. Short to Robson, back to Shubhashish. Shubhashish against Abdul Rabe. Plays it across to the other side to Tom Aldred. Out to Abhi Mite. Abhi Mite chips it forward. It's McLaren, but linesman on the far side says offside against the Aussie striker. A little bit of sunshine now at the Fatorda. What's the weather in Margao? Let me check quickly. As we speak, 33 degrees, 67% humidity, and 13 kilometers per hour wind. So quite warm, quite hot, but not as usual weather in Goa. Saying that daytime temperature 36, night temperature is 27. So it's quite warm and humid, and that's quite demanding on the players of both the teams. Mohun Bagan with the ball. Alberto plays it out to Shubhashish. Plays it back to Alberto. Aldred. Sahal. Liston back to Liston. Jay McLaren with the ball. Looking to play it in, but Moreno. Yeah, Moreno, or was it Sandesh? I think it was Moreno who cleared it for a corner. 19th minute. Goal less at the Fatorda. Liston Colasso to take it. Second corner for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. First from the right. Liston puts it in. Headed goalwards. Headed out. And that long range attempt, not even close. Anirudh Thapa. See it again. Header from Tom Aldred. And headed out, I think, by Ayush Chetri. Yeah, it was Ayush who heads it out. Liston plays it back to Tom Aldred. Avimite back to his keeper. Alberto Rodriguez. Aldred. Aldred looking to go long. Boris Singh will allow the ball to not go out because Robson Rubinho is there. And corner, 20 minutes on the clock. Goalless at the Fatorda between FC Goa and Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Hey, Simon, but happy for the girls in country. Yes, Simon, great result, convincing result, deserving result. Yeah, but now China on Monday. Do join me for that live as well. 5 p.m. Indian time, similar to these ISL kickoffs. Long range attempt from Thapa, blocked by the Gauze. Liston plays it back to his keeper. Mohun Bagan. It's interesting to see that under Sergio Lobera, who likes to control things, who likes to play an aggressive attacking game, it's more controlled. Ball on the wing. Jay McLaren now in the box. McLaren plays it back to Liston. And there's a block by Gauze player. Corner for Mohun Bagan. Another one. Looks like Mohun Bagan Super Giant are taking control, charge of the game. Fourth corner The Gauls haven't had any so far. The momentum is with the Mariners. Liston into the danger area. Blocked out by the Gauls. Throw in. Hapa to Liston, but cleared by Drazic. Chance for the Gauls to break, but can't make anything of it. Mohamed Nemel. And back with Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Apuya. Alberto. Tom Aldred. Apuya. Back with Aldred. Rodriguez. Aldred. Apuya. Sahal. Hapa. Liston and Robson Robinho have switched sides. Subhashish Bose. And that is blocked out by Boris for a throw-in. Subhashish to take it. Hapa, Subhashish. That's a foul from Abdul Rabe. Close to the corner flag. Free kick for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Liston Colasso. As they show the replay. Yeah, there's no discussion. Abdul Rabe, no touch on the ball, only the man. Liston Colasso to take the free kick from the left. For Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Liston curls it in. Headed on. Headed out. Headed even further out. And throw in for Mohun Bagan. Sahal. Mohun Bagan played long. Played by the Gauze. Maybe a chance to break for the Gauze. Played across. We'll keep it in. Or, yeah. Ball must be played back. Free kick. Paul Moreno. Oh, no, sorry. Referee touched it. Moreno. Sandesh. Renier, who's played himself into the team. Renier Fernandez had a very successful stint at Mumbai City under certain Sergio Lobera. Plays it out to Udanta on the left. Udanta against Abhimite. And Abhimite clears it for a throw-in. Hi, Arman. So one of Punjab C grassroots coaches is post who does PR that Jackson Jingan Thapa came from a academy. When in reality, he said they came from Chandigarh Football Academy. Yeah. Chandigarh Football Academy. Yeah, a lot of these boys came from the Chandigarh Football Academy and he's claimed them to be his boys. Yeah, but yeah, who's going to check now? But again, this is the problem of our fan culture, that people believe, a lot of things, and yeah, which is, and no one cross checks, fact checks these things. Paul Moreno. Yeah, Drazic loses the ball. Mohun Bagan win it. Apuya. Good interception by the Gauze. But Sahal wins the ball back. McLaren. Robinho. Robson Robinho. Blocked shot. Throw in. And the Brazilian trying his bit. Wants to be better. Ball at Mohun Bagan. Hapa looking for Shubhashish, but doesn't make the run, allows the ball to roll out. Interesting that we still are not close to the so-called drinks break. Gaurav Singh today in charge in the absence of Manolo Marquez. Mangi. Yeah, it's a big test for Mangi today. As the stand-in head coach for Manolo. Throw in for the Gauze. 27 plus minutes on the clock. Mohun Bagan intercept. Someone heads out. Drazic heads on. Oop. And Tom Aldred can't keep it in. It now seems to be raining at the Fatorda. Looks like it, at least for me. That's the thing with moisture. Mohun Bagan. Shubhashish. Plays it to Robson. Keeps it. Shubhashish. Thapa. Aldred. Apuya. Out to Abhimite. Akash. Akash, I'm saying. Anirudh Thapa. Apuya. Aldred. Again, Alberto. So run a little to keep the ball in play. Will play it back to his keeper. Mohun Bagan playing a lot of very safe football, not risking too much. Apuya. Abhimite. And Udanta not happy. Udanta wants to throw in. Didn't get it. Abhimite. With the ball. Aldred. Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the long ball to the other side. Oh, and that's a handball in my opinion. Yeah. Liston Colasso with a handball. Throw in Akash. Closing in. Oh, with the chance now for the Gauze to break. But that's good defending by Rodriguez. Plays it to Aldred. There's only one game in the recent past where these two, as a combo, or whenever that the Mohun Bagan defense has really had a problem, that was the match that they lost to Mumbai City. Otherwise, if one of those two guys are on the field, they are the strongest. Mohun Bagan, nice combo. Abhimite. Ball out to Liston. Moreno loses the ball to Liston. But the Gauze are able to clear. They lose it again. Chance for Mohun Bagan to win it back. Break. Mohun Bagan in the box. And I think, yeah, Robson Robinho, the man. And Bob Jackson gets his hands to it. Nelson Robinho says, should have played the ball rather than taken a shot. And a little later than usual, 31 plus minutes, the drinks break. At the Fatoda, it's goalless between FC Goa and Mohun Bagan Super Giant. And I repeat, with this result, Mohun Bagan would move to 21 points, join East Bengal FC and Jamshedpur FC on 21, and the Gauze would be on 20. Only problem is East Bengal, Mohun Bagan have played 10, Jamshedpur 11, and the Gauze would have played 12 matches. And yeah, a lot rides also on that Jamshedpur FC versus Bangalore FC game. Because Jamshedpur FC, if they win, can put a certain level of pressure on the Kolkata Giants, the Gauze, and with the win, if it stays like this, and Jamshedpur also doesn't win, then Mumbai City, despite that defeat to East Bengal earlier this week, could be still in with a shout for the title, which would be crazy to think, but it is possible given the realities at the moment. So therefore, all to play for in the ISL. And we've had so many twists and turns this season. I remember a lot of people at the start said, you know what, this is an easy one. Either Mohun Bagan will win it and East Bengal will chase them. And those two are, of course, at the top or around the top positions. But Jamshedpur, FC Goa, Mumbai City, even BFC to some extent, and Punjab FC have made their life difficult. Restart of the match, Goes win it or some offside of a Mohun Bagan player. So therefore, a draw for the league would be interesting to see, because that then adds even more flavor to the title race, because it's getting crazier and crazier. And thinking about it, as I said, later on today, Jamshedpur FC versus Bangalore FC. Tomorrow, it's more about relegation. Kerala Blasters host Mohammedan Sporting, who desperately need a win. Northeast United versus Chennai FC, the other game, where Chennai FC will want to leave that second last spot. And Northeast United are just above them on 10. And here, Mohun Bagan on the right. Liston Colasso against Akash Sangwan. Liston gets the cross in, headed out by Moreno. And the Gauze intercept. Drazic blocked. Hapa blocked. Abdul Rabe blocked by Shubhashish. Out to Robinho. Robson Robinho. Thapa. That's an attempt on target, but easy collection for Bob Jackson from Abhimite. And the Gauze for once. Drazic. Player to Boris. Renier. Being charged, being challenged. Boris. Back to Renier. That was nice play. Across to Moreno. Sangwan. Gauze trying to keep the ball. Sangwan, Moreno, Sangwan. Across to his captain, Sandesh Jingan. Rabe looking for Drazic, gets to Drazic. Ayush, Nemil. Ayush wants to play it through, but Robson Robinho steals it through for McLaren, but the ball with Bob Jackson. So therefore, let's get back to the league. East Bengal, Punjab. Then on Monday, on Tuesday, Mohun Bagan, Inter Kashi. On Friday, Mohammedan, Mumbai City. Boris Ball chipped into the area, and Vishal Kate has it. Important save in the 37th minute. Cross from Boris. Vishal Kate goes long, looking for McLaren. Headed out by Moreno. Renier. Boris. Robson. Robson. And that's a good attempt. Liston Colasso. More from a central position. Liston Colasso curls one in, but that ball swings outwards. No problem for the goal of Bob Jackson. Mohammad Supreme, with their budget, they can do better signing, which can compete both AFC and ISL, but they sign players who are good for ISL level, but in AFC they should stop sign washed A-League guys. I mean, the AFC for them this season and next season is anyway no topic. So why are we talking about AFC and Mohun Bagan Super Giant? Right? So no point. No? They're not playing that tournament anytime soon. Throw in for the Gauze. Interesting. 68% ball possession for Mohun Bagan. Yeah. Mariners in control without being in control, it feels. Boris plays it back to Renier. Looking for Udanta. Udanta wins it. Udanta in the box, blocked by Abhimite. Back to Akash Sangwan with the cross. Headed out of Alberto. Chance for Mohun Bagan maybe to break, but Renier clears. But none of his players will get to it. Goal kick Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Yeah, important one from Renier because that could have been a dangerous counter-attack from Mohun Bagan. But good movement from Udanta. It's 39th minute running. Still goalless at the Fatorda. Gauze have to be careful. Cleared by Sandesh for a throw-in. Head of an on-charging McLaren. Ball with Shubhashish. Abdul Rabe puts his foot in. Only throw-in for Mohun Bagan. Shubhashish. Foul not given for Robson Rubinho. The Gauze maybe with a chance. Couldn't get it off. Abhimite can't keep it. Nemil to Udanta. Udanta plays it back to Drazic. Akash Sangwan tries to get it in. Oh, Tom Aldred with a rare mistake. Nemil plays it back to Sangwan. Akash Sangwan. No one there, but Boris comes from the far side. But Robson, Shubhashish, Robson, he's going to clear it long. And that's a throw in for the Gauze. First time, a little bit more press from the Gauze, and they earn a throw in. No mean for past edition. No, sir. And I've seen my club salaries all are on low budget. Akash Mishran's 3 crores, restaurant 1.5 crore level. To Brandon Chunk, the JPD. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna say that 1.5 crore level is low salary, then for Aman, that is already a problem. Yes, Mohun Bagan has some players who are on higher salaries, but again, yeah, again, um, you know, some people will put the logic, oh, you could have brought this player, that player for this money, that money. Yeah, always worth the conversation, but it's easy theoretically to speak about these things, but then you have to negotiate a contract. That's always very tricky. Goa play it long, maybe with the chance if they can keep it in the box. And Vishal Keth has the ball. That could have been danger for Mohun Bagan. Akash Sangwan chips it forward. And Ayush Chetri can't control the ball against Vishal Keth. Cleared by the keeper. Shubhashish. Robson. Sandesh. Boris. Plays it out to Renier. Abhimitay. Chance now for Mohun Bagan to break. Liston. That ball. McLaren won't get to it. 42 minutes on the clock. It's goalless between Mohun Bagan Super Giant away to FC Goa at the Fatorda. The defending champions need a win to go back top of the table, while the Goas need a win for themselves to go top of the table or keep their title push alive. A draw for both the teams in the current scenario is not good enough. Sandesh plays it out to Abdul Rabe. Oh, and Shubhashish clears. Throw in for the Gauze. Boris. And that was Robson. The replay. Boris picks up a yellow card against Robson Robinho. Both were having a go at each other. I don't know if the referee has to really give Boris a yellow in that situation. And also about the foul, we can have a discussion as well if we want to. Free kick, Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Free kick for the Mariners. Just outside of the goals box. Robson Robinho into the danger area, headed out by Sandesh Jingan. Headed out by Abdul Rabe. And then Ayush. Mohun Bagan kick goalwards, but Bob Jackson has it. Last minute of regulation time in the first 45. It's goalless at the Fatorda. Bob Jackson goes long. Headed out by Tom Aldred. Sandesh. Out to Boris. Abdul Rabe, 2 minutes of added time. Boris. Drazic can keep the ball. Plays it back to Boris. Oh, that's a foul from Alberto. And that most probably will be a yellow card. Yes, Alberto Rodriguez picking up his yellow card late against Boris Singh. Alberto. Yeah, had to physically. Sorry, it's Abdul Rabe. Oh, that's a rough one. Earned his yellow card, the Spaniard. Free kick for the Gauze with a little over a minute in added time of the first session. Dejan Drazic with the free kick. It's good. It's headed on. Oh, was that a handball from Apuya? No one's reacting. Drazic with the ball back. Dejan Drazic. What does he think? Oh, blocked. Back with Drazic. And that's a throw in for the Gauze. And Drazic blocked. Rabe, Boris, back to Abdul Rabe, being charged by Sahal. Ball out to Akash Sangwan on the right. Oh, that's a good ball. Tom Aldred with an important header and then headed out by Alberto Rodriguez. Chance for Mohun Bagan maybe to break. Liston Colasso. That first touch wasn't good. Paul Moreno clears for a throw in. Abimite. Thapa. Abimite. Plays it safe to Rodriguez. Shubashish. Out to Robson Robinho. Robson toying around with Boris, but he's getting help from Abdul Rabe. And it's half time at the Fatorda between FC Goa and Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Goalless in this matchup, which could be very, very influential and decisive in the ISL title race, because both the teams need a win today to further their respective cause. Mohun Bagan to try and defend their title, and the Gauze to win it and potentially get a rare Indian double in regard to they are already Super Cup winners. And they could have the national double. So therefore, that would be interesting. But let me know what you guys think so far. Let's see. How's the voting at the moment? 47 people have voted. 32% say the Gauze will win. 17% are saying draw. And now 51% are saying Mohun Bagan Super Giant will win this game. So that's the voting pattern at the moment. And let's quickly look at the stats, which are clearly in favor of the guests. 60 to 40% ball possession in favor of Mohun Super Giant, and 10 to 2 shots for the Mariners. And they've been the more active of the two. Let's see what the benches offer us in this game. Ritik Tiwari as the backup goalkeeper today. Nimdorji Tamang, Sitroy Cavallo, Ronnie Wilson Kharbudon, Rachit Vishwas, Harsh Patre, Ishan Pandita, Mohammad Yasir, and Daniel Lalimpuya as your options for FC Goa, while Mohun Bagan Super Giant have Said Zahid as their backup goalkeeper, Amar Ranawade, Mehtab Singh, Manvir Singh, Abhishek Suryavanshi, Deepak Tangri, Jason Cummings, Suhail Ahmed Bhatt, and Dimitri Petratos. So clearly, if I look at the options on the bench, no doubt Mohun Bagan Super Giant have better options. And if you look at the general positions of both the teams, Udanta was the highest up for FC Goa, even further than Mohamed Nemel, and Jay McLaren, the furthest up for Mohun Bagan Super Giant, but closely followed by Liston Colasso. Liston Colasso relatively central, so it's very interesting to see. And Goa are playing like a 2-4-4 with Akash Sangwan and Boris Singh quite high up the field, with interesting Mohun, even though it looked different. Shubhashish Bose high up than Abi Mite on the field. Robson Rubinho, also quite inward, not so outward. And Liston Colasso nearly in a central position, Sal behind him. Interesting to see these kind of formations. Even though I hate Bajaj, but when he said in recent months there's no ISL clubs are selling every club wants ready-made player and no one is working for developed youths. Not fully true. Arman, there is a lot of truth in saying that, but the problem is of our structure, and 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 FC Goa have tried a few things. BFC is trying a few things. You can add now the Blasters, Punjab FC, Northeast United, but the results take long term, right? A lot of people speak about the Nopang League. The Nopang League, until it will really produce talent, most probably will have to wait for a decade, decade and a half. So these are all realities. If I, you, we like it or not, but yeah, let's see what happens. Satyanarayana said in an interview today that AIFF budget is 100 crores, but the budget is short, and also mentioned AIFF job is run national team. If that's the case, why they want to own and operate the ISL? Arman, there are two, three things. One, 100 crores budget of the AIFF means that the AIFF budget has shrunk by about 22 crores over the last couple of years, because they were spending about 120, 122 crores. That shows you their budget is short, which I've said always. Why are they their biggest problem is the 50 crores from Reliance is missing, right? You get some grants from the government, you get some grants from FIFA, you get some grants from the AFC. All those things are there, but the problem is at the end of the day, how do you do it? And then um, to say that they just need to run the national teams is also wrong in my opinion, because as an AFF, yes, you need to run the national teams, but you also need to run your the overall structure in regard to youth football, in regard to sort of state football or national level state football. Now, why do they want to run the ISL and operate it, own it? Again, owning is not the problem to me. Operating it, they're not in a position to operate it. The ISL is nowhere near where it was, and again, good that it's happening. Again, I go back to that point. It's always good that the ISL is happening, but the question at the moment to me is, what is happening and how is it happening? That to me is the big problem of the Indian Super League at this moment in time. As I speak to you all, that the ISL is alive, but yeah, it's alive, nothing more, nothing less, and that's the problem of the whole thing. That we are nowhere near where we need to be with the Indian Super League to be able to be successful in the long run in regard to not only the league but also Indian football, and therefore ideally it should be given to a third party to operate. The clubs have proven this last few months that they are not in a position to run it in the best interest of Indian football. Sorry, I have to say that very, very clearly. But I need a third party entity like we had in FSDL, who says, you know what, I want to run Indian football. I'm fine in running Indian football, and I'm fine in on incurring losses as well for a certain period of time. So therefore, these are some of the facts. And if we don't accept those facts, if we don't run by those facts, then we have a problem in Indian football. So therefore, for me, those are some of the things which need to be rectified. And if we don't rectify them, then nothing will happen. And therefore that's the challenge of where we stand at this moment in time as I speak to you. And yeah, it's a challenge. It was a challenge, it is a challenge, it will be a challenge. And it is not not as easy as we would like it to be, right? So I have to say that. And yeah, that's the that's one of those facts. And yeah, so therefore for me, yeah, I don't know where we're heading with the ISL. At the moment, if you ask me, we are back to square one with all that's happening. The FF wants to clear things without having the clarity that the clubs are agreeing to it. I find it crazy that the FF is saying, "Oh, you know what? We'll decide in next go, and you just have to play again." And if you see also that without talking about it, there are certain IFL teams who are sort of saying, you know what? I'm not happy about the situation. Yeah, reality reality of things, and we'll have to wait and see where we end up in the coming days and weeks, and yeah, where we are. AFF should consult clubs rather than take decision for their own benefit. Arman, very true. But the question is, do the clubs understand what's in the best interest of the clubs? I think the clubs did a blunder earlier this year when the clubs and the AFF had the opportunity to appoint a league commissioner, even if it's just a temporary one for 4 months, to try and bring a little structure and help sort of also negotiate and talk the clubs missed an opportunity. And I say this, taking myself out of the discussion because I was one of the people interviewed for the job, as ISL league commissioner. But to me, the biggest problem was that we are not in a situation to talk about things and say, listen, things are happening A, B, C, D, and we're fine with it. No, it's not. Right. So therefore, for me, yeah, very difficult the way it is at the moment. And yeah, it's yeah. You've missed the bus. Both sides have missed the bus to sort these things out. Um, Again, a lot of people say, oh, because the sports minister said everything, you have to play, you have to play. Everyone is playing. Okay, nice. Then they're playing. But has it really helped us to move forward in the right way? That's the question which sticks around for me, right? And there we failed. Indian football has failed. AFF has failed. The clubs have failed, and therefore we have the situation. Now you have a situation of like, okay, do I take the Genius Sports offer or do I take the fan code offer? Yeah, difficult, no? Because those two offers don't cover the requirements of the FF and those of the clubs in regard to funding, right? You would need someone to come and say, listen, you know what? I'm giving you 300 crores, bam, do something with it. AFF gets it money, the clubs get a certain amount of money, which would cut their losses substantially. But that's not happening. We're nowhere near that, right? So we are in a very, very tricky situation at this moment in time as I speak to you. And there's no clarity of where we're going with that. And yeah, we have to wait and see what happens in the coming days and weeks, right? And the clubs are also not speaking with one voice. Different clubs, different entities, different priorities. So therefore, for me, that's another big problem which needs to be solved in an Indian Super League context or Indian football context. And yeah, that's the thing. Um, my question: will clubs shut down the operation if, in case AIFF makes a decision like the leadership of commercial partner and focus, forcing franchise fees so AIFF gets 50 crores for a national team? Um, Arman, the 50 crores are not for national teams. The 50 crores are for running of the AIFF. National team is a priority for them, yes, but there they also get certain grants from FIFA. Um, yeah. Uh, Um, and but the 50 crores are there to run the Indian football system. The ISL money of FSDL subsidize the rest of the pyramid. Even those moaning about the ISL and this and that and everything, right? I League clubs, this, that, everything. All of you guys are only alive because the money was coming in through the system for the ISL. That's a reality, if people like it or not. And yeah, we're not in a situation where we can say we can pick and choose and say, oh, you know what, realities are like this or realities like that. They're not. And to me, uh, if you ask me, will clubs shut down? Yes. I think that at the moment, given the realities, I think up to 8 franchisees, clubs, entities are thinking, um, yeah, thinking about not playing the um, you know um, uh, next season of the Indian Super League. So that's the right. So that's the problem. Andrew Farwan, your thoughts? KKKK 6 SC5 GO. Yes, I've said that. So yeah, that's nothing new. Whereas I invest real instead of training facility. Yeah, but that's the problem. No, a lot of people believe all of that. No? So as we slowly head back for the second half of the game, and yeah, certain people in Mohun Bagan jerseys. Very interesting. Someone sitting in a Real Madrid jersey and has his Mohun Bagan jersey around his neck. Um, Goalless at the Fatoda. And yeah, that's a result at the moment, which would keep the title race crazily alive. Yeah, it just this result would not help any of the two teams. Mohun Bagan would join East Bengal Jamshedpur FC on 21 points. The Gauze moved to 20. So even Mumbai City with their 19 from 11, despite the East Bengal loss, or rather the forced East Bengal loss. Yeah, the referee had a big say in that. And so therefore all to play for. As interestingly, Apuya off, Manvir on, and Robson Rubinho off, Jason Cummings on. Interesting substitutions for Mohun Bagan at the break. Where from state? Bengal, West Bengal. My parents are originally from West Bengal, but I'm born and brought up here in Germany, but spent 5 years of my schooling in Kolkata. Why the Bajaj uses population factor, especially for Khorasan and varieties Khorasan qualify because of diaspora players. It's so nations like Haiti. I don't know Arman what he said, so therefore I can't comment on it. Manolo Marquez in the stands. The referee set to kick off the second 45. Aditya Purkasta. And Dejan Razic plays it back to his keeper, Bob Jackson. Interesting that the Gauze have been switching between Bob Jackson and Ritik Tiwari. Renier Fernandez has come in and has played now more regularly. And interesting that Apuya's off. Manvir on. Looks like Mohun Bagan have gone to sort of a bit of 4-1-4-1 formation, sort of maybe. Not clear on that. One needs to change. Ogni, it's very one-dimensional. Hoping you somehow get the ball forward, and Bob Jackson collects it. I don't know. There's no pace in it. This is not a Lobera style football where you play to win. This is a trying to grind out a result, sort of. It's more Manolo Marquez football. Needs to be more. I don't know. Something is missing. Next AIFF election likely in December, from what I have been hearing and have been told, so to say. Mangi standing on the side as stand-in head coach, long throw in from the Gauze. Yeah, 1-1 lose the ball. FC Goa and Mumbai City FC would have cooked if they had six foreigners. One looks average. Isbang as well. They don't look clinical, to be very honest. Glock, yeah, but even and one thing, which my East Bengal friends will not like is that both the teams have been very lucky with some very crucial decisions and cards and this and that and everything as well. So, you know, I would keep on talking about it that Mumbai City was robbed the other day by the referee. Right? It's happened to Bayern Munich as well. The other day you saw Champions League. So therefore, it's not an Indian referee problem, and it's not something where these Bengal fans have been going, oh, we have been robbed, we have been robbed. They say, yeah, but if it happens again, as I said in a tweet, like if it happens in your favor, you're fine with it, because you're then trying to find, oh, this was done against us and this and that everything. No, you don't. So therefore, yes, look, if Mumbai City and the Gauze had six foreigners, surely would have made a difference. In the league, or should have made a difference, not surely would have made a difference. Bob plays it out. Mohun Bagan on the left. Try to get it in. Ball for the Gauze. Zenzi, sorry, I can't show the game online. You have to then either have Sony or fan code. That was the Nosted FL2, but without VR, it was like finest of margins. That's what linesmen are paid for. Yeah, look, a lot of mistakes in that tournament game. Yeah. Another corner for Mohun Bagan, the fifth. The Gauze without any so far. Liston Colasso to take it. Liston Colasso to take the corner for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Liston takes the corner. And Bob Jackson has the ball. Very confident goalkeeping from the youngster. Ball played out. Mohun Bagan intercept. Sahal into the danger zone, but McLaren can't get his head to it. Saved by Jackson. Counter by the Gauze. Abdul Rabe and foul given against Tom Eldred. Against Nimel. Let's see that again. Yeah, Tom Eldred plays through the man. Good foul given. Free kick for the Gauze. Marquez. Sorry, Sergio Bera on the side. Nemel getting his treatment. Has to walk off. Maybe a chance for the Gauze here. Free kick. Looks like Akash Sangwan and Dejan Drazic over the ball. McLaren and Cummings. Chip Sandesh in the middle. Clears it. Chance for the Gauze. And Aldred clears. Stops the ball and then clears the Paul Moreno shot. Chance for Mohun Bagan to break. Luckily, Jason Cummings. Blocked by the Gauze. Counter-attacking move. Abdul Rabe on the right. Abdul Rabe does a step over here at 1-2 and then loses the ball to Subhashish. Yeah, that's too much trickery and no focus of playing the ball. Mohun Bagan in the box. And Sahal totally miscues that shot. Totally miscues. Once again, that shot from Paul Moreno. And Tom Alred, nearly let the ball through his legs and then is cool enough to stop it and then play it out. Long ball towards Vishal Keth. Does get it to Tom Alred. Alred under pressure from Nemel, but plays it back to his keeper. Gives it to Thapa. Alred. Alred and plays it outwards. Suddenly Mohun Bagan with some mistakes in the defensive setup. Is there a chance for the Gauze? Udanta leaves the throw in for Akash. Renier. Very good match, Renier Fernandez. Sandesh Jingan. Plays it back to his keeper. Two strikers charging, but Bob Jackson plays it out. Sandesh Jingan with the mistake. McLaren. Jamie McLaren. Big mistake in the build-up by Sandesh Jingan. And Mohun Bagan Super Giant lead at the Fatorda. Big mistake from Mohun Bagan, from FC Goa. Sandesh Jingan allows the ball to roll under his foot. McLaren is there. And McLaren, through the legs of Bob Jackson also. The Gauze. That one big mistake. Sandesh Jingan and Mohun Bagan Super Giant are there to pounce on that opportunity. And the Mariners are ahead. McLaren is there when he was needed. And that puts more pressure on the Gauze now to try and get back into that game. Once more, Mohun Bagan. And now they have to be careful. The Gauze. Mohun Bagan win the ball back. Akash Sangwan plays it into the feet of Sahal. Sahal, bad touch. A nice little turn from Mohammad Nemil. The referee nearly in the way. Nemil, and that is overcooked. Should have played earlier to Abdul Rabe or to Dejan Drazic. Mohun Bagan. Now, Sahal. And they lose it, Mohun Bagan. Abdul Rabe. Ayush Rabe, no. Mohun Bagan steal the ball. Mohun Bagan on the left. Can they get it on? And Bob Jackson has the ball in the end. Lobera will be a happy man. McLaren scoring in the 55th minute. Sandesh Jingan with a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Unusual for such a senior player. And that changes everything in the table because now Mohun Bagan Super Giant would move to 23 points. And would be advantage for them. Weird shot from Jason Cummings. Just need to get up once. Mohun Bagan Super Giant with the advantage now. So there was a Sigor player in the way. That's why the ball went that way. Corner for Mohun Bagan once more. Cummings now to take that corner from the right. And the big guys are waiting in the middle to pounce on it. The Gauze can clear. No, ball here, ball there. Mohun Bagan win the ball back. Throw in for the Gauze from the right. All to play for. FC Goa 0, Mohun Bagan Super Giant 1. But the Gauze need to be better in their attacking play. And then hope, of course, that Dejan Drazic has a good day and is able to score. Drazic, the main man. For Udanta in the box. Udanta in the box. Udanta, can he get a shot off? Can't. Plays it back to Sangwan. Akash Sangwan. Akash Sangwan cleared by Mohun Bagan. And chance for the Islanders, for the Mariners to break. Liston Colasso on the left. Still Liston. Liston with a shot. Not on target. A little selfish there from Liston Colasso. Had options. Again, coming in from the side. Tries to curl it goalwards, but it doesn't. And there, on the other end, Udanta tries to get past Tom Aldred. But Aldred does well to force Udanta to the side. And Mohamed Nemel is off for the Gauze. Yeah, had no opportunities as such against Tom Aldred and Alberto Rodriguez. From a physicality perspective, no challenge for those two. Throw in. Daniel Lalempuya coming on. One could wish Daniel Lalempuya would be having the form that he used to have for Bangalore FC in the I-League many, many years back. Top striker in those days as a young player. Moreno. Moreno chips it. And that should be a corner. Yeah. Mohamed Yassir forcing Abimite to commit a corner. Triple substitution for the Gauze. Not only did Mohamed Nemel go off, first corner, Dejan Drazic to take it. Drazic plays it outside of the box. Shot attempt from Sangwan, blocked. And chance maybe for the Mariners to break. Wide by Sahal. McLaren plays it on, and that's good defending from Abdul Rabe. Yeah, could have been played out better by Mohun Bagan. McLaren wanting to play Liston, but Abdul Rabe clears. Others, Boris Singh and Rene Fernandez off. Mohamed Yassir as well as Ronnie Kharbudon coming on. Boris, of course, already on a yellow. And 7th corner for Mohun Bagan. Once more from the right. Once more from Jason Cummings. 63 minutes nearly played. Good corner. But Bob Jackson rises highest. Drazic with the long ball forward. And whacked to the side by Abimite. Sorry, Abimite? Or was that Sahal? Mangi. And Sergio Lobera. Akash Sangwan. As they show the league table, Mohun Bagan would jump to the top ahead of East Bengal and Jamshedpur. Goa and Mumbai would stay on 19 points. Ball out to the right. Udanta. But that was wasted from Udanta. Was he offside? Let's see that again. Oh, yes, Udanta was offside. But Rodriguez to take and free kick. The Gauze fans are there. The trumpet, the drums are there. But the Gauze and Moreno and goal scorers. Ezajari on 10, McLaren on 9, Effiong on 7, Drazic on 6, and Babovic on 5. Shows you top 5, only foreigners. Cummings fouled, free kick on the right. Cummings into the box, headed out by the Gauze. Abdul Rabe, who puts the ball nicely past two players, and Sahal slides to clear. Sahal Abdul Samad forced to play in a more defensive position after the Apuya substitution. Throw in the Gauze. Moreno. Sangwan. Mohammad Yasir. Ayush Chetri. Daniel Ayush Chetri. Yeah, dispossessed. Sandesh. And looks like foul given against Sandesh Jingan. The Gauze captain surely will be unhappy. Deepak Tangri now on the field for Thapa. Roy Mitai, ball out. The Gauze with the ball. Udanta. Drazic. Dejan Drazic plays it wide to Ronnie. Ronnie. And that cross goes in! It's 1-1! Ronnie with a cross. And that was solely not intended, but the ball goes into the back of the net. 1-1. Ronnie Kharbudon with, I would guess, his first ever Indian Super League goal. It's 1-1 at the Fatoda. Udanta plays it to Drazic, who sees an on-rushing Ronnie. And when Ronnie crosses the ball, I thought, okay. And that ball simply goes over Vishal Kate into the net. Yeah, if he wanted it like that, I would say perfect. But I'm sure if Ronnie's honest, he would say afterwards, I wanted to cross the ball and it took a awkward trajectory and landed in the back of the net. It's 1-1 at the Fatorda. 67.5 minutes on the clock. 1-1. And suddenly, this game has become much more interesting. Mangi with some interesting substitutions, changing things. Ayush, Akash, Bob Jackson, Paul Moreno, Sandesh chips it forward for Mohammad Yasir. Mohammad Yasir beats Abi Mitai but doesn't win a free kick. Play goes on. 68 plus minutes on the clock. 1-1 at the Fatorda. Oh, that's a little physical, but referee allows that to... Oh, okay, stops it. And Ronnie says there was no foul. I don't know who it was. Liston on the ground. I thought it was a little physical. Free kick given by the Tepur Castro. Alberto. Deepak. Tom Aldred. Cummings back to Deepak Tangri. Alberto. Alberto Rodriguez in the Gauze half. Plays it to Shubhashish. Ball across. Could be a header. Manveer. And the Gauze clear. Daniel Lalempuya. Liston faster than him to get to the ball. Tom Aldred plays it across to Shubhashish. Liston. Liston Colasso. Cummings. Tangri. Oh, that's way overcooked for Manveer to get to. And Sergio Lobera saying, hey, slow down, play football. Deepak Tangri raises his arm to say sorry to his team. It's all to play for at the Fatorda, 1-1 between FC Goa and Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Tangri heads it out. Oh, Ronnie against Liston. Liston against Ronnie. Plays it to Sahal. Sahal against Sandesh. Completely free Jason Cummings. Can't keep it on target. Jason Cummings just needs to keep the ball on target. And that surely would have been danger for Bob Jackson's goal. Totally miscued it, Jason Cummings, who has that capability of just placing that ball where he needs to. Goal kick. Throw in for the Gauze. Akash Sangwan. Mohamed Yassir across to Ronnie, who's got quite some space in front of him. Out to Abdul Rabe, who's had a good game. Ronnie. Abdul Rabe. Abdul Rabe plays it back to Ronnie. Ronnie plays it through to Drazic, but Drazic is said to be offside. And Daniel Lanefu still wants to take off the shot, which goes wide. 1-1 at the Fatorda. And this does, of course, change everything in the league table. I don't think Drazic was offside. I think Abhimita was behind him. East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, Jamshedpur all on 21 points. And the Gauze would be on 20. But the Gauze have only one more game to play. The question is, if they could get 23 points, enough to win the ISL title? You have to have a lot of draws in there. Sandesh Jingan wins the ball. Udanta, Drazic. Dejan Drazic stays on the ball. That's a lovely footballer, Dejan Drazic. Plays it to Moreno. Akash Sangwan. Back to Moreno. Yasir. Ayush. Plays it out to Ronnie. Udanta. Moreno. Paul Moreno. Plays it through. Udanta. Abhimita. And the ball somehow gets back to Vishal Keth. Nervy moments at both ends. 1-1 at the Fatorda. All to play for. Cleared by Moreno. Deepak Tangri. Ooh. Ball stays with the Gauze. With the Mariner, sorry. Tom Aldred. Sahal blocked. by Daniel Lalempuya. Throw in Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Yeah, Alberto Tom Aldred looked little worried, as is Sergio Bera and Gora Mangi fully involved. Gora Mangi Singh would be a big result. Oh, Liston beats Ronnie for speed. Liston Colasso in the box, and Sandesh Jhingan sticks his foot out. Only a corner for Mohun Bagan. That was brilliant defending from Sandesh Jhingan. Liston Colasso coming with speed against Ronnie. But Sandesh Jhingan used experience. Liston with the corner. Oh, that's headed in. And goes wide. Just wide. Looked like it could be going goalwards. I think Manvir Singh. The end with the header. And with 74 plus minutes on the clock, it's the drinks break in the second 45. Jay McLaren put his colours ahead in the 55th minute. But it was substitute Ronnie Wilson Karbudon with that cross turning into a goal in the 67th minute, equalising for the Gauze. Sal Abdul Samad with cramps. Indian Drazic getting the eye spray. And both coaches have made 3 substitutions. So 2 more possible. And for the first goal, Sandesh allows the ball to roll under his foot. And then Jay McLaren, in with the class that he has, alert and through the legs of Bob Jackson to put the Mariners ahead. That was a good opportunistic poacher's goal. And at the other end, Drazic out to Ronnie. And Ronnie's cross becomes longer and longer and then dips into the goal. Perfectly into the far corner. And Ronnie celebrating with the Gauze fans. Nice to see someone who's not had much time on the field this season. And it's all to play for the Fatorda. 76 plus minutes on the clock. 1-1. Yeah, McLaren and Cummings having a conversation. They know 3 points tonight would be good. 1-1 is not enough. And at the other end, Manolo Marquez in the stands. He's suspended today. Manolo Marquez would also know that a goalless draw, second last game of the Gauze, would not be good enough for a title challenge of the Gauze. Both teams needing 3 points. The Gauze more than the Mariners. Paul Moreno. Yeah. Moment is here on, but long ball forward. Oh, Sandesh, Liston. And that's a foul to me. Liston Colasso against Sandesh Jhingan. Sandesh Jhingan seemed to lose a little bit. Oh, yeah. Liston. That's a shoulder push. But the big man going down. All to play for. And if you're liking this watch along, do give it a like. Share it with other people so that they can join us in these ISA watch alongs. Oh, the Gauze breakthrough on that left wing. On that right wing. And then Mohamed Yasir can't get to the ball. Throw in Mohun Bagan. It's Abdul Rabe. It's a little overcooked. Throw in Abhimite. Sahal beats 1, beats 2. Finds Cummings. Plays it out to Liston on the left. Liston Colasso against Ronnie. Liston, and there's Sahal down. Ball back. Deepak Tangri. Alberto. Tom Aldred. Abhimite. Abhimite under pressure from Mohammad Yasir. Oh, that ball will have to be cleared by Vishal Keth. Sahal. Udanta. No, it's Manvir who wins it. Deepak Tangri. Back to Shubhashish Bose. Shubhashish. Looking for Liston Colasso on the left wing. Liston against Ronnie. Liston cuts in. Liston looking for Sahal. Sahal plays Jay McLaren, but that's offside. Offside against Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Let's see that. Yeah, just a bit, but Jay McLaren was offside. It's 1-1 at the Fatorda. Nearly 80 minutes played. Mohammad Yasir on the left against Abhimite. Mohammad Yasir plays it to Ayush. Back to Mohammad Yasir. Mohammad Yasir into the middle. But too close to the keeper. Easy in the end for Vishal Keth. Yeah, Daniel and Dan Drazic don't react. Vishal Keth with the long ball. Oh, Sandesh Ringan heads it back to his keeper, who plays it to Moreno. Moreno, Ayush, Sandesh, Ronnie, Ayush, Moreno. Paul Moreno plays it to Drazic, to Abdul Rabe. Abdul Rabe against Shubhashish Bose. Abdul Rabe plays it back to Dejan Drazic. Drazic plays it to Udanta. Udanta with a shot and deflection. Vishal Keth has it. And Drazic to Udanta. And Udanta shot deflected by Deepak Tangri. Yeah, otherwise, that would have been danger. Throw in Mohun Bagan. Aldred to McLaren. Avi Mitai. Cleared by Moreno. Intercepted by Daniel Nalempuya. Drazic with a lovely ball up front. That is Abdul Rabe, but good defending by Alberto Rodriguez, who directly plays it forward for Cummings. Cleared by Moreno. McLaren, he's offside. Yeah, offside given. This game is on the edge. Both teams want to win. That's good to see. After rather very tactical first half, with more of the ball for Mohun Bagan Super Giants, this game has gotten better in the second 45. McLaren and Ronnie scoring the goals. Alberto, Shubhashish, Sahal. Sandesh wins the ball against Cummings. Abdul Rabe takes it back to Ronnie. Sandesh tells him, don't turn backwards, play it forwards. Dejan Drazic. Ayush, Drazic, and that ball doesn't come through. Chance for Mohun Bagan now to break. Ball out to Jason Cummings. Being followed by Akash, Cummings. Cleared. Sahal. And that's blocked for a throw-in for Mohun Bagan. Sahal Abdul Samad. Yeah, Cummings gets past Akash, but Ayush sticks cleverly his foot in, and then Sandesh's Sahal shot blocked. Bob Jackson punches it out. Shubhashish from distance. No, Shubhashish from distance hits Jason Cummings. Daniel plays it to Drazic, and Drazic fouled by Shubhashish. And the referee says, play on. Ooh, he was next to it. And that shot from Manveer. Saved by Bob Jackson. Ball out to Mohammad Yasir. To Ayush. Ayush Chetri. Plays it to Yasir. Mohammad Yasir. Oh, plays it to Liston Colasso. Ooh. Can't get it to McLaren. That could have been a big, big chance for Mohun Bagan. Liston Colasso being wasteful. At the other end, Abdul Rabe, Dejan Drazic. Out to Sangwan. And Ayush, contact wasn't good. Abi Mitay Long. Paul Moreno plays it back to his keeper. Keeps it in. And plays it across to Sandesh. 85 minutes nearly played. 1-1 at the Fatorda. Both the teams playing to win. Sandesh. Daniel. Ronnie. Abdul Rabe. Blocked by Shubhashish. Sahal. Deepak Tangri. Tom Aldred. Alberto Rodriguez. Shubhashish. To Liston. Liston. Plays it to Sahal. Sahal wants to chip it to McLaren, but Sandesh in the way. Akash Sangwan plays it out. Daniel Lalempuya. Daniel plays it out to Abdul Rabe. On the right. Abdul Rabe saying, hey, guys, I can't play to you. Plays it back to Ronnie. Ronnie wants to play Drazic. Interceptor of Mohun Bagan. Liston plays it into no man's land. Sandesh Jingan picks it up. Dejan Drazic. Daniel. Moreno out to Akash Sangwan. Akash Sangwan into the box. Alberto clears it. Sahal. Looking for Liston. Jason Cummings. Looking to chip it to Liston, but McLaren, and then the Gauze with the ball. Dejan Drazic. Dejan Drazic. Daniel Lalempuya. Back to Drazic. Wants to play it through. Oh, Paul Moreno really had a chance. And then that long range attempt, Udanta, I think. In the end, nowhere near the goal. Mohun Bagan with a substitution in the 87th minute. Jamie Klarenov and Dimi Petratos coming on. McLaren scoring a goal. Now, Dimi Petratos for the last few minutes. Can he make a difference? And at the other end, Udanta coming off. Nim Dorji Tamang coming on. That's an interesting one. Nim Dorji Tamang, more of a defensive-minded player. And then Udanta. Udanta, more creative. That'll be interesting. That's restructuring your attack. And Abhishek Suryavanshi also coming on for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. The last substitution of the day. I guess, is it Sahal Abdul Samad? Yes, it is Sahal. Coming off. Also a more defensive-minded substitution. So is it now a little bit more shut shop from both the coaches? Not risking everything. We'll have to wait and see for the last few minutes. Ball out to Aldred. Tom Aldred now in the half of FC Goa. Wants to play it through to Manveer. Loses the ball. Daniel Alempuya. Moreno. Drazic out to Mohammad Yasir. Still Mohammad Yasir. Plays to Daniel. Across to Ronnie. Ronnie finds Abdul Rabe. Back to Ronnie. Ronnie. That will be a goal kick for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Yeah, not every time will you get a cross on, as when he had it with the goal. Mohun Bagan now looking at the gauze with the ball. Nimdorji Tamang. Needs to be careful. Petrato's quicker. Abhishek Suryavanshi. Abhishek leaves it for Shubhashish. Alberto. Shubhashish. Shubhashish looking for Liston. Can't keep the ball in play. Last minute of regulation time in the second session. It's 1-1 between Mohun Bagan and FC Goa. FC Goa are making another substitution. Their final one. With Ayush Chhetri going off. Prachit Vishwas coming on, the youngster coming on. Fresh legs that both the teams are putting into their defensive midfields. Yeah, throw in Mohun Bagan. Shubhash supposed to take it. Goes all the way back to his keeper. Vishal Keth to Tom Aldred. 5 minutes of added time. Do we have a winner or does it stay 1-1? Tom Aldred. Cummings. Abhishek. Petratos. Tangri. Alberto. Shubhashish. Liston Colasso. Liston Colasso. Liston Colasso chips it towards the gauze. Mohamed Yassir does well to keep the ball and earns a foul for the gauze against Petratos. Yeah, Petratos pulls him back. And then foul for the gauze. We are in the 92nd minute. Bob Jackson to take it in the gauze half. Goes long. Looking for Yassir. But Drazic can't keep it. Long ball forward. Manvir Singh has the first touch, but ball goes out. Yeah, should have allowed Bob Jackson most probably to kick it out. Bob Jackson doing well. And the goals, interesting now, have suddenly a goalkeeper competition. Ritik Tiwari, who I've said multiple times to me, a potential future India number one, has tough competition at his own club. Akash Sangwan heads it out. Tom Aldred, Prachit clears it to the side. Shubhashish Bose will get to it, plays it back to his keeper. We're in the 93rd minute now. Alberto. Deepak Tangri. Tom Aldred. Across to Alberto. Tangri. Back to Aldred. Abhishek Suryavanshi. Wants to play it through to Manvir. Back with Mohun Bagan. Tangri. Alberto. Shubhashish. Shubhashish. Abhishek Suryavanshi. Plays it got to Abhi Mite. Out to Manvir Singh. Manvir Singh cuts in. Manvir Singh. Abhishek Suryavanshi blocked by the gauze. Nimdorji Tamang blocked by Shubhashish Bose. But the ball comes to Bob Jackson, the young keeper. Headed on. Deepak Tangri against Daniel. Tom Aldred. Tangri plays it for Liston. Liston takes it down. Not that good because Ronnie wins it. Ronnie loses it. And now Ronnie and Abdul Rabe. Abdul Rabe on the right. Abdul Rabe has to go all the way back. Prachit plays it across to Akash Sangwan. There was space for Drazic, didn't play it. Mohamed Yassir, Dejan Drazic, touch wasn't good. Chance for Manvir, but Nimdorji does enough. Sangwan, Drazic, Nimdorji Tamang. Nimdorji plays it across to Ronnie. We're in the last minute of this game. It's 1-1. And Shubhashish clears it for a throw in for the Gauze. Throw in. Daniel. Can he keep it in? Daniel Lalempuya keeps it in. Daniel Lalempuya in the middle. Drazic can't get his foot in. Shot from Ronnie. Cleared by Deepak Tangri. Ball comes out again to Daniel Lalempuya. Daniel Lalempuya with the shot. Problem. And that is not a goal for Drazic. The Gauze in the last minute of added time with the chance to win it and go top of the ISL table. Abi Mite clears it. Once more, the Gauze with the ball. Paul Moreno, and no, that's the end of what was then an entertaining second 45. FC Goa and Mohun Bagan Super Giant play out a 1-1 draw at the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. A good game of football, as I say, in the second half. And honestly, it didn't deserve a winner. And therefore, this draw is a fair result for both the teams. But, and there's a bit but, it makes the ISL title race even more crazier. Because now, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, and Jamshedpur FC are on 21 points. East Bengal, Mohun Bagan with 10 matches, Jamshedpur FC from 11 matches. FC Goa have one match to go, are on 20 points. Theoretically out of the title race. Mumbai City on 19 from 11. Theoretically also out of the title race. The big winner could be Punjab FC, who are on 18 points from 10 matches. Meaning if Punjab win on Monday against East Bengal, then suddenly Punjab FC could be in the mix for the title. It is just crazy to think that it's still all to play for, and the top 6-7 clubs can all, even Bangalore is a little further off, but otherwise all the other teams are in the mix for the ISL title. Crazy to think, but as I say, it is the way. Let me quickly put out a tweet and I'll be back. Right, sorry. And yeah, so 1-1 between these two. Arnav said unexpected result for Mohun Bagan. No, Arnav, I don't think so. I think a 1-1 is a fair result. And Mohun Bagan against Goa has always been a very interesting tie. And it's not like, hey, listen, Mohun Bagan goes to Goa and then wins matches. No, I don't think so. So therefore, for me, fair result between these two. And from that perspective, I'd say, yeah, right result. Wouldn't say anything else than that. But if you look at it from a game perspective, I think in the end, fair is fair. For me, it was a fair result. Whatever other people say, but to me, it's a fair result. Mohun Bagan had more of the ball, especially in the first half, but the second half was, after the goal, it opened up, and the Gauls started playing football and started to try and do their things, and yeah, but again, it's a fair result in that way, and for some might say maybe drop points for Mohun Bagan Super Giant, but I don't think so. I think the Gauls earned the point in the second 45, and it's a fair result at this stage of the league. And again, as I say, if Jamshedpur don't win against BFC today, and Punjab FC by any chance beat East Bengal on Monday, it's a free fall. It's a crazy free fall suddenly, and that'll be interesting. And that's the thing, and that's why I would say, yeah, 1-1. I think a deserving result in the end for both the teams after what we saw in this game. Sorry. Just needed one touch to finish the game for Gauze at the last minute. Yes, Newton Chacha, very, very right. Somehow, Daniel, Dejan Drazic, yeah, if they can get it to it, they win it. But that's football for you, for me, for us. And in the end, I would say a fair result between these two. And as I say, it keeps all things open in the league. As I say, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan Jamshedpur on 21, Goa on 20, Mumbai City on 19, and Punjab on 18. And Punjab with 10 matches. Yeah, one win. And then in Kolkata against East Bengal, if they can do it. I mean, they should have won against Mohun Bagan. They didn't. Otherwise, Punjab would be a little further up the table. It is very interesting to see what happens in the coming days and weeks. And slowly with that, I'll come to an end of this live watch along. I'm not doing a watch along later on the Jamshedpur FC versus Bangalore FC match because I'm out today. Little busy with own commentary work here in Germany, and tomorrow I won't be able to do anything as well. I'll be back on Monday. Two matches on Monday. First, China versus India in the AFC under 17 Women's Asian Cup quarterfinals. Big achievement of the girls yesterday. If you haven't, do watch. The watch along was really enjoyable yesterday. Good discussions. And as I say, Monday, Tuesday, East Bengal and Mohun Bagan in action, and we'll see what happens. And if East Bengal don't win, if Mohun Bagan don't win, ooh, it will be a crazy finish to the Indian Super League season. That would be great. With that, I'll come to the end of this live. As I say, please like, please share, please subscribe if you haven't. Support Arun Foot and watch the short videos as well. And thank you as always for being part of the family. Thanks and bye.